as Councilmember Dr. Miles mentioned, we will be celebrating Lunar New Year, and I was going to begin by saying that our hearts go out to the people of California and our Asian community everywhere. This is a horrific time, and this was an opportunity to really celebrate something good, and I liked the comments I heard last night on the news from members of the Asian community saying, we will go forward and celebrate, and we will be strong. So we join with you all in your strength. Whereas the city of Rockville is home to a diverse Asian community that adds to the richness and culture of our great city. And whereas the Lunar New Year and the Lantern Festival are special holidays for family reunions, Thanksgiving, and well-wishing, and are two of the most significant celebrations for Asian communities around the world and here in Rockville. Whereas the lunar calendar is based on a combination of lunar and solar movements, the second new moon after the winter solstice marks the beginning of the new year and is determined to begin on January 22nd, 2023. And the Lantern Festival will occur this year on February 5, 2023. Whereas the city of Rockville is committed to recognizing Asian culture as an important part of our community and the strong, inclusive community we want to be. Whereas this is the year of the rabbit, one of the zodiac animals, and represents people with many talents. They are affectionate people, often excelling at forming close relationships. However, they also appreciate tranquility and seek out peace. Whereas the City of Rockville Lunar New Year celebration will take place from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, January 28th, 2023 at the Wooten High School, and performances and speeches will begin at 11 a.m. Now, therefore, the Mayor and Council of the City of Rockville, Maryland, do hereby proclaim January 22nd, 2023 through February 11th, 2023 as Rockville's celebration of the Lunar New Year and the Lantern Festival, and call upon all residents of the City of Rockville to join in this joyous observance. Councilmember Dr. Miles. Motion's been made and seconded to move the proclamation. All those in favor, please raise your hand. It is unanimous. Whoops, I should have looked at Councilmember Feinberg, thank you. It is unanimous. And as Dr. Miles mentioned, Town Square, Moorgard, will be hosting a celebration on Sunday at 1 o'clock, I believe it begins. So please join us there as well. So thank you very much. Is anybody from the community accepting this proclamation tonight?
We do have somebody, Ricky.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, come on in.
You walked in just at the right time, and I love the colors.
Madam Mayor, thank you.
Very nice, thank you. Please, would you like to make some remarks?
May I?
Yes, please. And there's your proclamation. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, esteemed Rockville City Council members. Good evening. My name is Rick Moy. I was not expecting to receive this proclamation, but I'm very grateful and welcome, very grateful and honored to accept on behalf of, I guess, the Asian community. Hey. So my name is Rick Moy. I did prepare a speech, if I may use that or no.
Sure.
Okay. I'm very fortunate to be a resident of Rockville, residing in the west end of West Montgomery Ave. So let me please start by wishing the mayor and council and the audience, San Hei Fa Choi, Xian Nian Kuai Le. I hope I got that right. That was Mandarin. The second part was Mandarin, but it's Happy Lunar New Year. Okay. I am very excited that this weekend we have a celebration of the Lunar New Year Festival to be held at Wooten High School. And I recently met Principal Douglas Nelson, and I would like to thank him for opening up his school so the Rockville community may enjoy this cultural observance together. So thank you to Principal Nelson. As a member of the Asian community, I always had a question of why the years didn't line up. You know, New Year already happened. What is this Lunar New Year? And I came to realize that most cultural celebrations are deeply rooted to how people survived in the past. If you'll indulge me for just one more minute, I'll provide my summary. In the old days, before the internet, people of Asia threw a festival lasting 15 days for the arrival of spring. Okay, Mayor already mentioned this. I surmised at the time that the older generations wanted a 15-day window to make sure that that spring was actually arrived. But in reality, like the mayor was mentioning, the festival commenced on the first day of the new moon and then lasted 15 days until the full moon. So it was a little bit more of maybe tradition, superstition, but they wanted to make sure that time was celebrating a lot of stuff such as remembering ancestors, paying homage to that, and then there are certain traditions like sweeping out, cleaning the house. In very modern culture, we call it spring cleaning. So there's some connections there. But also, the people were expressing their hopes for a rebirth, a wish for another season of fruitful harvest, perhaps maybe at the heels of a very hard winter. So they come out of this winter time, they're hoping for food and prosperity the next year. And traditions may have varied slightly between the different ethnic cultures, Vietnamese, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, but there are some constants that we all share, such as using red for vitality and symbology. You'll see red everywhere. Sending well wishes to family, junior, senior, and to friends, audience, and then to share a meal with family and friends. So I'm going to wrap this up. This year, of course, we are celebrating the Year of the Rabbit, and where legend has it, people born this year are quick-minded, witty, and vigilant. So they're always watching just like a rabbit would. And lastly, thank you again to Rockville and the Asian Pacific American Task Force for putting on this show for this weekend, for scheduling performances and activities to share with the community. So I wish everyone peace and prosperity. Thank you. I apologize for...
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, we'll see you this weekend.
Ma'am?